this brand new plan to get Trump's agenda through the Senate, South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham. All right. So for the president to get his economic plan in place, putting the tariff issue completely aside, and that would be making the tax cuts permanent, no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime, to get more money for the border and border security and to deport people, to get more money and get our energy sector up and running at the level we need. Historically, that would take reconciliation. And usually you would need 60 votes to get that passed. However, the Democrats have set a precedent not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. And that is the chairman of the Budget Committee, which happens to be you. You don't need permission from the Senate parliamentarian, and you will bypass the process. It sounds complicated. It's not. Tell us where we are with this.
Okay, number one, no Democrat is going to help us cut your taxes, secure your border, give additional money to the military. They're not going to do any of that stuff. We've had the House, the Senate, and the White House Republicans 4 times in the last 100 years. When you have all 3, you can do things through budget reconciliation in the Senate to avoid the 60-vote requirement. The Democrats did Obamacare through reconciliation and the infrastructure bill through reconciliation, not using any, not counting on us. We have a historic opportunity to make the tax cuts permanent, to fully fund the border plan for 4 years without 1 Democratic vote, help the military and cut trillions of spending without 1 Democratic vote being needed. If we can work together today, 52-48, we move forward. We'll be voting tomorrow night, probably in the middle of the night, to set in motion the 4 things President Trump promised. Make the tax cuts permanent. As budget chairman, I decided to make a decision that's within my authority to use current policy, making tax cutting the same as spending under the Budget Control Act. Means that you don't have to play this game that they expire. We're going to keep them in place, which will be great for the economy. $175 billion for the Border Patrol to finish the wall, more beds so you don't have to release people, and more ICE agents. $150 billion for the military, and we're going to cut trillions of dollars of spending when we get the reconciliation bill. This jumpstarts the process, and John Thune delivered. Our Republican senators delivered, working with Mike Johnson and President Trump. We're going to deliver for you at home like we promised.
Okay. 4 times in 100 years, Republicans had the White House, the House, and the Senate. So this is a rare moment of a window of opportunity to make these tax cuts permanent. You are going to exercise the authority that the Democrats exercised to pass Obamacare and the Inflation Reduction Act. Is that correct? And Democrats are screaming bloody murder?
Yeah. Democrats have adjusted the baseline to accommodate their spending needs. I as budget chairman, can set the baseline for taxes. I am going to say, through my discretion as budget chairman, that the baseline for taxes will be current policy, which means they will not expire. They never add to the deficit, by the way. When you cut taxes, you always get more revenue. You just spend more money. So I'm going to do something that I have the authority to do that should have been done a long time ago. I'm going to make the Trump tax cuts permanent. That's a big friggin' deal. We're going to give $175 billion to the Border Patrol to do what Trump promised without needing 1 Democratic vote. We're going to help the military, and we're going to cut spending. And all that will start in about 2 weeks if we pass the bill tomorrow night.
All right, when you say in the middle of the night, what do you really mean literally in the middle of the night?
I mean, yeah, we're going to work our ass off. Failure's not an option. Senator Thune has put in place, along with me and all of my colleagues, a process to jumpstart what I just described. We will have to go through a thing called the Voter-Rama. We could be there to 3 or 4 in the morning, but we're not going to quit.
Well, this may, I thought Kavanaugh, you had maybe one of your best moments as a senator. This is probably the most important thing you can do for the future of our country to get this economy in place And
Yes.
we need all 53 senators, hopefully, to get on board. Are you confident you will have the votes to get this done? Last question.
Yes, I do. I do believe it. This is President Trump's agenda. We have a chance to make it.
Do people need to contact their senators
I will
tomorrow?
let
Do I
you
need to
know.
go on radio tomorrow and give out?
I'll let you know, but we promised to cut your taxes. We promised to secure your border. We promised to make the military stronger, and we promised to cut spending. We're going to do it without Democrats if we all act together. I am confident we will get there, and God help us if we don't.
This is a big deal. This matters. We'll pay attention.
Big deal.